Good morning. You just saw it on your screen. Today is a storm alert weather day, and there's really kind of two factors that we're looking at: the potential for too much rainfall, the flooding risk, and a severe threat. So let's go over the flooding one first. This is the excessive rainfall map for today. If you remember yesterday, the forecast for today had that yellow slide color basically from Chattanooga and to the northeast. Today, we are now seeing areas to the southwest also included with that slight risk. So kind of these overall rain chances have balanced out a little more across our entire area. So everybody needs to be aware of the widespread and heavy rainfall. Of course, anytime you get those repeated storms, that's where you're really going to get that torrential rain. That could lead to some localized flooding, especially in low-lying and poor drainage areas. So with that in mind and that shift of seeing some of our southwestern communities included, there is now a flood watch in place for those southwestern communities. So Jackson County, DeKalb County, and Alabama are included with that. It goes into effect today at 7 a.m. Central Time all the way till Friday early afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Time, because you are the locations that are likely to still get some additional rainfall on Friday morning. All right, so that's our flooding risk factor for today. Let's talk about the severe factor then. So for your Thursday, when we're looking at the potential of any kind of embedded thunderstorms that may have strong to severe qualities to them, we're kind of split across our area under this level 1 to level 2 risk. So still overall lower chances, but we certainly want you to be aware of that. As those fronts are coming through, we have the potential especially of some damaging wind gusts, but unfortunately can't completely rule out the risk for a tornado. So here's those percentages, the probabilities that we're breaking down. That 5% damaging wind risk, the yellow is going to be that 15% chance. And then for the tornado risk, you're looking at that 2% probability. So let's now see what's happening outside. And there's not a whole lot at this point in time. What we're dealing with is we had a few isolated showers to the east. We're now beginning to see a little bit moving into our northwestern communities, but each one of these is really pretty small in size, maybe a brief heavy downpour in Middle Tennessee, but that still hasn't gotten to our area yet. So a lot of our roads at this point in time are still dry. So even if you do head out for your morning commute at 7 a.m. or so, yes, you may run into a little bit of rain, but that's not really the problematic rain. Let me pull back further, and you can see that problematic rain is still further off to the northwest of us. This whole big block, that's going to be sliding down this warm front. That's what's going to bring us that widespread coverage, impacting your late morning, midday, picking up the kids after school commutes. That's a big factor of why we have it as a storm alert weather day. As people are driving around, we want you to be safe with that. So as we look at futurecast this morning, again, we can see a few pockets of a little bit of isolated shower activity, but not too bad for your morning time commute. Clouds are going to increase, eventually becoming mostly cloudy to overcast. Once it's past 10 a.m. though, here comes that widespread rain really dropping down into our area. Anytime you see those bins like that, that's going to be torrential rainfall, but also that potential for that gusty wind as well. Here's 2 p.m. still seeing that movement across our area into the afternoon for picking up those kids after school. Now, I think once we get past about 6 p.m., the widespread rain is done, but we're still going to have some additional scatter storms possible for your Thursday night. And in fact, early Friday morning, here's where we're seeing that activity still for locations to the south and west of Chattanooga into Friday. So the overall rain chances for Friday have gone down, but our western communities still certainly do need to watch out for that. Total rainfall, about a ½ inch to 2.5 inches will be possible. Again, today is a storm alert weather day, especially being mindful, kids have been out. I know not all the districts are back, but we're going to start to see those yellow school buses back on the road, and that includes this afternoon with the heavy rain. So especially in those communities, just be mindful of that. We want everybody to stay safe.